Hello everyone, welcome back to Advance Wars Days of Ruin. Last time we fought the Lazurian army. We're being asked to join in this giant war that we didn't really want to be a part of, but we're part of the army that is in this war, so I guess we're gonna figure out what in the world this is all about. Let's go into this history of hate. Admiral Greyfield, the 12th Battalion commander, has arrived.
Well, don't stand there like a slack-jawed idiot. Send him in. Admiral, so you're the leader of the so-called Brenner's Wolves? Frankly, I'm surprised you're still alive. For now. Yes, I remember you now. An adequate soldier, but crippled by ideological limitations. Your lack of patriotism and devotion was an insult to your Rubenel heritage. The 12th Battalion has always fought with honor and respect for the rules of war. Rules of war? Ha 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 ha. Rules. You really are a relic from another age, Captain.
Hey, come on now. We're all soldiers of Rubenel, right? Yeah? We should all pull together against the enemy. Don't think too much of Davis, but this chump's got a point. We gotta plow the Lazurians into the ground. There's time for dancing when that's done.
Oh, good. Waylon's here.
Oh, you know it ain't a party till I arrive, brother man. That's the straight-up truth. Oh yeah, and thanks for bailing me out of that jam, the ladies of the world. Thank you.
Couldn't resist the draw of the high life, huh?
Waylon, this paycheck will help you sleep at night. Like a baby with a bottle. Only a fool would miss out with this on this kind of living. Round here, they treat me right. Give me anything I ask for. I do whatever I want to, and everyone's too scared to say boo.
Typical.
Look, Admiral Greyfield has taken the former military and built the new Rubenel army. But we need help to beat those crafty Lazurians. Not that you need any help, Admiral. Oh, great one.
The Lazurians are an enemy to freedom-loving people everywhere. There can be no peace until they are wiped off from the face of this planet.
Yeah, so it's like war for peace, right? The enemy forced us into it. Are you with us, Captain? I don't want this idiotic war to continue any longer than it already has. If my men can end this fighting a day sooner, then we will help. Yes, I don't believe it.
Yes, I do suppose you may have a modicum of help. You may be a modicum of help, but we'll have to wait and see. Go to the Rubenel Sea. The hated Lazurians have been seen in the area. Send them a clear signal that you now fight for Admiral Greyfield, and show no mercy.
I hope this is over soon.
For a man of Rubenel, he lacks the moral flexibility and respect for power.
Yes, sir. But I always remembered him as a good fighter. Have all units been deployed? Yes, Captain. They're awaiting your orders. One wrong move, and the Lazurians will be all over us. Greyfield only sent a handful of units, and this force is formidable. Captain Brenner?
Yes, Will?
Why did the Lazurians start this war? Why would they do that? I don't understand. What is there to fight over? I imagine they saw this as a chance to settle some unfinished business. Sometimes I can almost understand that feeling. I still don't get it.
Well, I know how you feel. I know this war seems senseless, but the Great War caused unspeakable horror before our two countries.
We've traded black eyes with Lazurians all over for a century. The meteors changed everything, but the hatred between our nations. But still, I fear this war won't end until one side secures military victory. We have to force them to surrender. We have no other choice. Now let's move! Alright. We are given new types of units. Submarines and battleships. The submarines in this game have pretty much been the same throughout the series. They have, well, let's her describe it. Dive subs after moving them to avoid detection. And that is pretty simple. And you've got two different APCs, which it kind of tells you, hey, how about build one of them temporary things? So we're going to move back here and build a temp airport. We're going to move over here to build a temp port. As far as getting other stuff done, you really don't need to use the lander throughout this entire mission. That's kind of moot of a point. You can still use it. It doesn't really matter, but it stands to reason that there's not really a reason to use the lander. So you can kind of move him in the back so he doesn't get destroyed, because that does go down on your rating if a unit is destroyed. Now, rough seas are higher. They're kind of like woods for the sea. You can't move through them as much. Well, I take that back. You actually can. No, okay, there we go. It takes up movement. As you can see, ship and transport, transport, are going to take tooth movement. Excuse me. And reefs are going to be the same. Rough water, there is going to be a difference between reefs and rough waters. Reefs, we're not going to see anything this time around, but it does provide a hiding space for naval units. Same thing for mist. It provides hiding space for naval units, and there's no hindrance to your movement in that. For our submarines, I am going to dive. They are going to be your powerhouse units, so you don't want them destroyed. You want them to be as alive as possible. Battleships are the only units that can launch indirect attacks after moving. A smart co can use them completely to change the outcome of a battle. So, as you can see, they actually changed it, because up to this point in this series, they didn't allow you to do this. They always were like rocket launchers and the like, that they had to move and then fire the next turn. This is the first time they actually introduced that mechanic. As far as actually pulling that off, that's a cruiser. This is the battleship. You want to be careful of their battleship. Honestly, you kind of want to take it out. So, I'm going to use a gunboat to lower its health dramatically. But you also see that they got a gunboat. I want to see how much damage is left. Oh, man. That is quite close. 77 and then 36. Yeah, I'm going to have the cruiser take care of the battleship. And that way I don't have to worry about it. And I'm going to use the battleship to fire on the gunship. Providing most definitely a devastating blow. Oh man. I would really rather not get hit by that. Alright, so I'm going to move him backwards. That way he's not getting hit by that. We're going to try to protect the battleship, because he's the big key to all that. That whole fight there. Alright, we're gonna end our turn and see what Waylon does. Woohoo! Let's hit him where it hurts! Yeah, fantastic. No one really cares about Waylon, but he tends to just put himself out there as some annoying prick. He does get rid of the gunboat, which could have caused a problem, thankfully. But she's not a happy person. Yep. Requesting permission to engage the Rubinel forces, sir. Granted.
General Forsyth, if you'd like, I can boost your chances of victory. I have prepared some special gifts for you and your men.
Gifts?
Yes, gifts. Weapons with the power to grant you an effortless victory. Such a device with the power to freeze troops solid. It's specially developed formula that I created in my labor...
Good work. Good chowder, man. That is enough. I will hear no more talk of this. Weapons of that ilk are banned by international and military law.
Law? What does that mean now? There's no law in the world. Wise men would use all means at his disposal to ensure victory.
I am old, tired soldier, Calder, but one who fights with honor. I will not sully the proud name of Lazuria with your foul weapons.
I do not think that position will prove popular among your troops.
My good man, I am grateful for the aid you have given my army. It is thanks to you now that we occupy the position of superiority over Rubino, but I will simply not abide the use of such a terrible weapons.
This is regrettable.
General Forsyth, leave it to me. I'll destroy these filthy rubes.
Alright. Oh. Yeah, that's a thing. Alright, well, I don't think I'm getting an A because of that. Oh, that was a bad move on my end. And that's gonna do very little damage. Alright. Let's finish building the temp port and temp airport. I don't think I'll need to worry about the temp airport because I only got the battlecopter, but we'll still kind of roll with it. Alright. For the battleship, Alright, well, hold on. Yeah, hold on. I'm wanting to make sure I get the best possible hit while staying out of the range of their battleships, which could cause major problems. Yeah, like that one is going to be the biggest issue. Thankfully, that didn't really do anything. I know that there's a sub around in that area, so I'm going to slowly encroach my way over there, trying not to reveal my guy's location. Let's go ahead and take care of the cruiser. There's honestly not a lot of things you can do that would cause too much of a fuss, but you certainly can if you're not careful. And then there's this coward. I understand it because there's that giant fighter jet just hanging out over there, but you know. Ew, that's quite nasty. And I'm assuming that's not lasting. Nope. Fighter jet's going over there. The bomber's headed this way. Hello? I mean, attention? Come in, please? I want to speak with the Lazurian commander. Can you hear me? Why are we fighting? The war is over. None of this matters. John? John? Is that you? John! What? No, that's impossible. John is... What are you talking about? This is Wing Commander Tasha, the Lazurian Airborne. Identify yourself. I'm Will. I'm a member of the 12th Battalion, of Rubinel. But listen, I don't want to fight. The Great War is over. It's not over. It's never over. This is about revenge, and we will fight until Rubinel is destroyed. Look, I know our nations have been at war since before we were both born. We've lost friends and family, but revenge won't bring anyone back. It may not bring them back, but it will avenge them, and that matters. Could you just forgive and forget? What a hypocrite. I'm not a hypocrite. You're a kid. What do you know about war or revenge? Do you know right and wrong, but you think you know right and wrong, but you've never been tested. All you have are your words and your false bravado. John was my brother, and he was killed by your Rubinel army. Revenge. Death to all Rubes. Revenge! But wait. I've said all I'm going to say. I don't want to fight a kid, but if you're with the Rubes, you're going down. Well, we know why she fights. It's not pretty. You have got to be joking. That's annoying. Well, let's do some damage. Now, I might be a little bit of a prick for doing this, but you know, I don't really care. Let's kind of hang out here and regain the health that we need. And there we go. Shot some damage there. Let's see what that fighter jet. Oh, you can pretty much hit everything. Alright, let's see. Yeah, there's not much they can do, so we're gonna end turn there. Alright, Waylon, you chicken. What are you doing? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Alright. Yep. I figured. Gosh, that stinks. I get it, but it's really, it kind of stinks, you know? And there goes my air unit. Yeah, there's no way I'm getting an A rank on this. Good night. This is actually a pretty hard one to get an A rank on. And the thing is, when you hit about this point in the game, getting A ranks and S ranks are going to be incredibly hard. Because they give you ridiculous, like, and it all has to do with the giant prick called Admiral Greyfield. He gives you ridiculous tasks to do and pretty much expects you to execute it flawlessly. And if you don't, he's kind of mad. And it's like, your fault. And it's like, what did I do? Kind of thing. Also, yeah, the only good temporary ports and airports are 4 is essentially to give your units fuel and ammo. That's all it does. It does not do anything else. Really? Because you can't heal your units at all. Because you don't have the funds to do it. Yeah. Just fire away. Let's see. $26, which isn't bad, but I don't think my guy's gonna live through that. Just saying. Oh, man. That submarine's gonna be a problem. Oh wow, you didn't fire at it. You fired at my battleship. But you didn't fire at one of the more important guys, the sub. I guess because it's 1 HP, it's like, oh, it's not gonna be a threat. I guess that was the line of thinking the guy went with. Or the gal, my bad. Boom, let's get rid of that sub. Alright, not a problem anymore. Although, I'm not entirely sure if this is going to work out for the best or the worst. Yeah. Go ahead and fire. And that's kind of another reason why they give you multiple units of the same kind, so you can still keep the higher... keep higher health. When you can't afford, like, when you can't actually purchase more. Like, repair, where you can't actually purchase repairs, good night. And honestly, the best way they could have done this, well, goodbye Waylon, no one really cared. Waylon, no lie, there's none, no sir, let's get out here, retreat. Yellow forces have been defeated. Good. No one cared. No one cared about Waylon. Good night. No one cared about that nightmare. Alright, let's kind of move along here. Sort of. Of course. You're going to try to run away. Oh, it's really? You're being little chickens. Alright. Gunboats are going to head on down south to take care of the other gunboat. Although that causes a bit of a problem. Alright. Dive. And we're gonna hang out here. Alright. Good night. Why are you being like that? Quit being a chicken. Alright. It does kind of depend on how she is going to move that target. Oh, this could go horribly. Fantastic. Avoided all of them. Of course she did. And destroyed my battleship in the process. Ah. Let's just get rid of it. And the dumb thing is I'm having to wait pretty much on them losing the fuel on their oh, there we go. Kind of, sort of. I don't know. Really? Like, as a last-ditch move, I'll attack the APC! Fine. Well, let's just deal with this. Oh my goodness. She's running around. I keep skipping the attacking scenes. Sorry. I'm so used to playing these games. I got to the point where I would just click through the fighting. Not that it's like nothing you've seen before or anything like that, but still. It's the principle. Oh my goodness, woman. Alright, let's move the rig. Let's move you back. Are you going to move your... Of course you did. You don't... This is, like, egregious on this. Usually I have that thing destroyed by now. Oh my goodness. This is ridiculous. 16 health, too. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, for the love of everything, game. I did it again. Oh, there goes my sub. I meant, I probably shouldn't have left it like that. That would have been pretty bad. Alright, there we go. We're done. Good night. Well, I know I'm coming back to this later. No! Those filthy rubes beat me again. I'm so sorry, General Forsyth. I swear we will have revenge. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was slow. Mainly because she would not move that battlecopter and that freaking the fighter jet in a place where I could fight it. Everything else, I completely understand that as well. Good night. Who knows, Will? I'm sorry about that really poor play. Whew. That's rough. But like I said, some of these are going to be rough missions, and they can get pretty bad. That was one of them. Will, Lynn, look at the wounded. Okay, we'll split up and begin searching for the survivors. Well, look what the cat dragged in. It's Captain Courageous's cabin boy. And look at you running all over her hell and breakfast helping the wounded. Captain Waylon? Waylon, kid, Waylon. No need to sound so uppity. I ain't some fancy pants general. So how's the good captain, eh? Still trying to save the world like a chump. Captain Brenner is a great man. What? You can't call me a kid, or you can call me a kid, or chump, or whatever, but never speak badly of Captain Brenner. Pfft, kid, I'm just pulling your chain a little, that's all. But that reminds me, old Greyfield himself wants to see you. He wants to see me? Afraid so, and he ain't a fella that likes to wait, if you know what I mean. So hit the road and tell the great man I said hello. What are you still doing here, brother man? Get going. Go on. Shoot. You want to see me, Admiral?
Hmm? Oh, yes. Will, wasn't it? Yes. Please do come in. You kept a cool head in that battle, my boy. I'm impressed. Commanding an army at your age is no mean feat. But you are Rubenel, and proud blood of this nation flows in your veins.
Thank you.
What do you think of this life, Will? What do you think of the destruction of which gave birth to this new world? Brave new world.
I think it's terrible.
Wrong! You have made a fundamental error. Do not say so again.
An error?
Only the weak view destruction as terrible. Some defeatists may claim we deserved it. But they are fools. All this has been but a test.
A test?
Yes, a test. A test to see who earned the right of survival. The weak see it as a catastrophe, but the strong sees it as an opportunity. You, will be one of the strong. You passed the test with flying colors.
But people died. They lost their lives.
It is natural that the weak should perish.
I don't...
This world as it is now demands strength. It demands the strength of Rubenel. As our long years of war with Lazuria and the destruction that followed were all tests. Those who cannot cope with the harsh reality of today do not deserve to survive.
Oh, I was about to say it was him.
You're wrong. What did you say?
My parents were killed in the war. My friends were killed by the meteors. You think it was natural that they died? You think it was some failed, crazy... They failed some crazy test? You're wrong, and I'm not afraid to say it.
How dare you speak to me in such a way? I am Admiral Greyfield. I will rule this world. I thought you were different from that fool Brenner, but I see he has brainwashed you with all his nonsense of protecting it. Begone! Leave out of my sight. If you dare return, I'll see you hanged for treason.
You can use a new code. Tasha. Alright. What that meant is when you go to do your own like free battles that you can kind of either play like the maps that are in the game or maps that you make, you can actually use Tasha in that now. Normally you could only use Brenner, Lynn, Will, and Isabel. Yeah, Isabel's actually a co you can use in those. Outside of that setting, you can't really use her. She's actually a really good co, though. But that's going to be a bit of a stain that I'm going to have to figure out how to fix when I go back through and get the S's on these. As well as when I do these. So, after really thinking about it, this is how I'm going to kind of go about it, and I'm going to say it now before I forget and think, oh, well, everyone already knows. No, not really. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing through this is I'm going to go through the whole story, which we're halfway through it at this point. Yeah, it's not a long campaign, but it's one that's there regardless. And once that's done, I'm going to do a live stream on Twitch. Yeah, I'm going to do it on Twitch. And work on getting S ranks on all these. And the S rank mission, the ones that get the S rank, the attempt, I guess is one way to put it, is going to be put up here on YouTube. And the others, well, they'll just be archived elsewhere. And as far as these go, the trial missions, they are going to be something that is going to happen after. Well, not really after. After I finish the S ranks on these, and then I'm going to go through these, and I'm going to be streaming that as well. And pretty much I'm going to work on trying to get S ranks on these, and the S rank tips are going to be put up on YouTube, like up on this channel, and the other ones aren't. Those will just be archived. So that's what my plan is. But anyway, the next one, we'll go into Greyfield Strikes, and I can go ahead and tell you, this mission sucks. A lot. And you'll see why. I am not looking forward to this mission. Ugh. I'll see you guys then, and we'll survive, hopefully, in the next one. Later.